Alright, so I got this new 49-inch monitor from Samsung, and I can't lie to y'all, yo, this thing's a beast. Only issue was I couldn't find a light bar big enough for it, so I just made my own. Alright, let me show you how I did that. So to control it, I'm using a few limit switches as buttons and a potentiometer as a dial. So these right here are the prototypes for the controls. So as I turn the potentiometer, I'm able to cycle through the colors, going from like red to blue to green and like all the way back to red. And when I click the button and cycle through the potentiometer again, I'm able to increase the brightness, decrease the brightness. And this is kind of like a super elementary version of the code. To be honest, it's not really going to change too much, but it's kind of like the blueprint of what I want the final code to be like. So at this point, I don't fully know what I want the final design to look like, which is why I have it in pieces. Right now, I'm just testing the ergonomics, trying to figure out whether I want the dial on the top, whether I want it on the bottom, or maybe I want like the buttons in the middle and like the LEDs on the top. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm adding LEDs to the controller, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like they look clean. So I cut the acrylic using my hole saw bits, and to be honest with you, it was not fun. Like just acrylic dust everywhere. They kept breaking. Like it was a process. Let's put it like that. But the end product, fully worth it. Like completely worth it. Like look at this. That's clean. That's just like, yeah. So I was contemplating using one LED strip, but like after doing a few tests trying to see how bright it gets with just one strip, it is decent, but having two is way better. The problem was now trying to figure out how to fit two strips in the tube that I had. Since each LED is about 10 millimeters across and the tube only has a diameter of like 18 millimeters, which wouldn't really be enough space for both of them there. So I came up with this design that has them kind of slanted, and it works really well. Plus, with the LEDs being so close together, the lights basically merge. And with the way it's designed and the shapes of the LEDs, they basically hold themselves in the holder by themselves and with like minimal glue. Now that I had the controls, the CAD, the printing, the electronics, and everything mostly done, I just started putting the light bar together. Alright, so let me straighten that out. Bet. Alright, so now that it's working, I kind of want to see how this thing illuminates my table. So I'm going to turn off all the lights and put it on. I haven't made the attachment for the arm yet, so it's literally just going to be taped. Back. I'm going to turn this one off. And... I can see my whole table. That is perfect. What? Okay, let me try it with the code I can use to control it. This is crazy. Alright. Let me see what this is gonna look like. Cause this is sick right now. Okay, I got it on red. Alright. This is what it looks like when I change the LED colors. Okay, if I want to change the brightness. I can change brightness too. So I'm using the controller right here. Hey, this is sick. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Nah, I can't lie to you. I'm loving this thing. So I'm gonna finish designing everything and show you guys a few videos of what it looks like. All right, let's go. All right, so the LEDs ended up burning. Like they just don't work anymore. I think I might have tripped something. I'm not fully sure as to how it happened, but yeah. So I had to take everything apart put everything back together, which wasn't really fun, but kind of had to happen. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes. All right, so now we're back. So I put all the electronics in a box just to more or less consolidate them. I finished putting the button together. Everything is completely together. So right now I'm using an ESP32 to control it instead of an Arduino, just so I can use this one to control all the lights in my house, just because, like, why not? Then I'm also just using a buck converter just to convert the voltage to exactly 5 volts, because anything higher will burn these LEDs also, and really don't want that to happen again. And I'm also just using that to power the control. So I did end up making a holder for the light bar, and it easily mounts onto one of these arms that I have. And I just have the wires going down from there to the control box, and boom. So right now, gonna make a little montage for y'all, and I really hope it does not burn this time. I got my fingers crossed. I'm praying to God, please don't. So yeah, let's go. Boom.